Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2021 Foster High School graduation ceremony. I am Zuhair Haq, 2021 Student Council President. Please rise and turn your attention to the west end of the stadium for the raising of the flag, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And please remain standing for the opening remarks. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to introduce 2021 National Honor Society Vice President Lisette Liano, who will give the opening remarks.
Good afternoon. It is with great honor and immense pride that I welcome you to the Foster High School Class of 2021 graduating ceremony. If you desire, please bow your head as I pray. Our Heavenly Father, as we gather here today on this pivotal day in our lives, let us take some time to reflect on all our accomplishments and hard work over these past 4 years. We are eternally thankful for the support systems you have blessed us with. Thank you for our teachers who have been devoted to their students, our family members who have supported us through every high and every low, and lifelong friendships that we have found within our classmates. Lord, we thank you for showing us that through every challenge we may face in life, you will never fail to guide us into new blessings. Help us to stay true to our dreams, use the gifts you have given us wisely, and remind us to keep our feet firm on your foundations, and remind us daily that you have blessed us with plans for the future and hope for tomorrow. As we commence our journey into the next chapter in our lives, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon all those who graduate today. Amen. You may now be seated. Now I would like to introduce Ramon Kandakar, our 2021 Salutatorian, to give the welcome and introductions.
Thank you, Lisette. Good evening and welcome to the family, friends, faculty, and honored guests to the graduation of the class of 2021. For many of us, tonight is the first opportunity we have had to see our classmates since the start of the pandemic. However, over the past year, plenty of us have felt isolated and possibly even discouraged. We have all we experienced challenges unique to ourselves. However, through the experiences and the hardships we have all faced, powerful lessons have been learned and were taken away. We have learned to appreciate the things we have, to recognize how fast things can be lost, and to not take things for granted. Tonight, as the class of 2021, we look to our future as leaders of innovation benefiting society through our individual and collective contributions. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Now I would like to introduce our honored guests. Please stand as your name is called. From the Board of Trustees, Mrs. Joy Williams, President. Mrs. Mandy Bronzel, Vice President. Mr. Joe Hubenek, Secretary. Mrs. Kay Danziger, Board Member. Mr. Alex Hunt, Board Member. Mr. Zach Lambert, board member. Mr. John Welch, board member. It is also my honor to introduce Dr. Thomas Randall, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Roosevelt Nivens, Incoming Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Terry Mossage, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Andre Osagi, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education. Mr. Jared Kipping, Principal. Mrs. Irene Barr, Associate Principal. Miss Leslie McDowell, Assistant Principal. Mr. Daniel McRainer, Assistant Principal. Miss April McLaurin, Assistant Principal. Mr. Charles Spades, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Leslie Steffen, Professional Registrar. Mrs. Amanda Gloff, Counselor. Mrs. Annalise May, Counselor. Mrs. Laura Robinson, Counselor. Mrs. Brittany Rhodes, College Career Facilitator. Mr. Casey Willoughby, Technical Theater and Speech Debate Teacher. Mr. Thomas Avenger, Art Teacher. Thank you. Now here's a message from our school board to the class of 2021.
Class of 2021, while this year may have been different than you imagined, we want you to know how proud and excited we are to celebrate your accomplishments.
Over the past year, you've shown you can navigate through unprecedented challenges and adapt during difficult times.
You've displayed your determination, perseverance, and willingness to do whatever it takes to succeed, and we know you'll continue to do great things.
Whether this is your first year in Lamar CISD or you've been part of the Lamar family since kindergarten, we know that you have the skills to successfully enter the next chapter in life.
Graduation is a milestone achievement. We're proud of what you've accomplished so far, and we know you have a bright future waiting for you.
Our class of 2021 graduates are unstoppable. We're excited to watch you cross the stage and continue to achieve your goals.
We are honored to celebrate this achievement with you and look forward to watching all that you'll accomplish next. So congratulations to the class of 2021.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Brian Wu, our 2021 Valedictorian, to deliver our commencement address.
What's up, y'all? It says good morning or good afternoon, Foster staff, parents, extended family members, and class of 2021. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brian Wu. Before I get started, I would like to thank my family for always pushing me to do my best, even if that doesn't always happen. I'd like to shout out my brother Benjamin, who I hope to see speaking on this stage in 2 years. I would also like to thank the few outstanding teachers and staff members who have supported me through my high school career. Lastly, I would like to thank you, my fellow classmates, for making these past 4 years so memorable. Y'all have had so much faith in me, and it means the world. I'm lucky enough to know a lot of you personally, whether it be from the classroom, a party, a football game, or the basketball court. And trust me when I say I have high hopes for everyone here. I'd also like to thank my friends, whether I've known them for years on end, or met them this year. Weekends with my friends keep me sane, and I couldn't have gotten through high school without them. So I'd like to take a moment of silence for a friend, like 15 seconds, that I know we all wish could be here, Sam Brown. 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 Sam All right. Oh, shoot. When I started high school, I was shy, awkward, and I got in more trouble than you would expect. Lots of people had opinions about what I was going to end up as or what I should be doing, and I'm sure that many of you can relate. I'm also sure that this year you've heard more about work ethic and integrity and how we're not going to last in college if we keep up that behavior. We've had more doubt cast on us than any other class. So in the next chapter of our lives, which starts tonight, it's our job to prove them wrong. It's our job to take it personally, to be motivated, and to will ourselves into the next level. We won't let anyone tell us what we can and can't do. We won't, if I had let that get to me, I wouldn't be speaking in front of you today. But here we all are, graduating after some of the toughest years in recent history. And I know this is an extremely tenacious and talented class. Now we just have to let the world know too. I'm not one to reminisce, but with the years we've had, it would be impossible not to. Everyone says they won't miss high school, and I agree, but I'd be lying if I said I'd ever forget the first blackout pep rally I went to, or when the drum line flipped someone upside down and played. That was crazy. The past 4 years of my life have forced me to positively grow nearly every day. And this growth is something I see in everyone here today. For better or for worse, our class has gone through plenty together. The world is not the same as when we came into our freshman year. As a graduating class of this year, we represent the future. We are young and full of potential to change the world in any way that we want. Thus, we must use this inherent power to make this life one we're proud to live in. And of course, it wouldn't be a valedictorian speech if I didn't throw some advice at you. So I'm going to tell you something I've spent my whole life learning. There are always going to be people who try to take you down. There is no such thing as success without failure, without obstacles. As we all head into the future, whether that means college or not, it's going to be a lot different than high school. Be confident in your ability to handle it. In the words of Kobe Bryant, you have to be a different animal, but the same beast every day. My parting advice to you, the class of 2021, is that your future is whatever you want it to be. Go and get it. Good luck and congratulations to you all. I would like to now introduce our school principal, Mr. Jerry Kipping.
Thank you, Brian. In early March of 2020, I was in Orlando, Florida with a group of Foster High School Fine Arts students who I had just put on a plane to come back from a great trip to Disney. I rented a car and headed to the Florida Keys for the rest of spring break. 2 days before returning to Texas, I got notification that spring break would be extended by a week to give the COVID-19 virus a chance to subside. I was so excited to have an extra week of vacation. Don't fib, class of 2021, so were you. Little did we know what was to come. The class of 2020 and 2021 never stepped foot in Foster High School again that year. Every spring activity from that date on was canceled in and around the building. The class of 2021 will forever be known as the class that survived the world pandemic of the 21st century. You all learned to Zoom, upload into Canvas, wear masks, social distance, and sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. You showed up for your senior year prepared to make the best of a terrible situation. The class of 2021 made a great senior year. The class of 2021 is resilient. They're fighters. You will be able to tackle difficult life situations because of the experiences that you had to endure this year. And for that, I want everyone in this venue to give this group a round of applause. We have a special group of people that I would like to recognize at this time, the staff of Foster High School. You have played an important role in the nurturing of the graduates over the past 4 years, and they appreciate you being here this evening to share in this event. Staff members, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. I would like to ask the parents and the grandparents of the graduates to stand and be recognized. You too have played a big role in what these graduates have accomplished. All of you graduates, give your folks a round of applause. Thank you. For you all that do not know, I was raised in a military household. Commander Dan G. Kipping, my father, served this country in the U.S. Navy for 27 years. I would like us to honor and give thanks to all the brave men and women of the armed forces who continue to risk their lives, sometimes paying the ultimate price, in order to ensure the peace, safety, and prosperity of our fellow Americans. Would all active duty members of the armed forces and veterans please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You are our true heroes. We have several members of the graduating class who are joining the ranks of the armed forces. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Parents of these graduates also stand as I call your child's name. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Jade Perez, graduate of Michael and Queen Perez Air Force. Jenny Tran, graduate of Kelly Tran and Salvador Martinez and Min Tran Air Force. Javier Antunes Jr., graduate of Javier Antunes and Maria and Jesus Perez, Marine Corps. Jazzy Mantilla, graduate of Sean and Jane Lobo, Marine Corps. Antonio Mesa, graduate of Antonio and Michelle Mesa, Marine Corps. Ricky Rivera, graduate of Martin and Susan Rivera, Marine Corps. Tyler Rodney, graduate of Paul and Dana Short and Vanderbilt Rodney, Marine Corps. Harvina Ona, graduate of Loida and Harvina Ona, National Guard. Cody Brower, graduate of Billy and Roxanne Voiles, Navy. Elijah Dilworth, graduate of Keena Rogers and Eric Dilworth, Navy. Attila Kindley, graduate of Edith Lakatos and Tiber Bogner, Navy. Bryce McDade, graduate of Chris and Trudy McDade, Navy. And Nathaniel Voss, graduate of Michael and Tara Voss and Heather Lowe, Navy. Please give them a round of applause. Absolutely. Please be seated. You know that our thoughts and prayers go with you, and thank you for your service. Graduates, let me congratulate you on the occasion of your graduation from Foster High School and commend you on your achievements. You have impressed me throughout your 4 years as truly outstanding young adults. You have always been hardworking, extremely well-mannered, and most trustworthy and loyal. This year, I've watched you grow more poised and confident in your capabilities and have been pleased to see your growth. You have contributed much to Foster High School, and that contribution has helped you in your own development. I know that you will do well in your future endeavors, and you will continue to make us all, including your parents, proud of your accomplishments. More than that, I know that you will continue to be the fine young men and women that you have become. Remember, tomorrow is about you. It is not your parents' dreams for you. It is not your teachers' dreams for you. Dream big, live your dream. The future is whatever you make it. As I end this speech today, I've become known for my top 10 list, and this year I have top 10 funnies that I've learned from the pandemic as we close the door on the most challenging years of your lifetime. Number one, the dumbest thing I ever bought in 2020 was a planner. Number two, I was so bored in quarantine, I called Jake from State Farm just to talk to someone. He asked me what I was wearing. Number three, in 2019, we were told to stay away from negative people. In 2021, we were told to stay away from positive people. Number four, in the pandemic, the world was turned upside down. Old folks like myself were sneaking out of the house, and the kids were yelling at them to stay indoors. Number five, one morning in quarantine, I saw my neighbor talking to her dog. It was obvious that she thought the dog understood her. I came into my house and I told my cat. We laughed a lot about that one. Number six, every few days in quarantine, I would try on my jeans just to make sure they fit. See, because pajamas will have you believe all is well in the kingdom. Number 7, does anyone know if we can take showers yet, or do we just have to keep washing our hands? Number 8, I never thought the comment, "I couldn't touch him with a 6-foot pole," would become a national policy, but it did. Number 9, during quarantine, I needed to practice social distancing from the refrigerator. And number 10, never in a million years could I have imagined that I could walk up to a bank teller wearing a mask and ask for money. Here's to the class of 2021. Best wishes in all the years ahead. May they be happy and fulfilling ones for you. I am proud to be your principal. Thank you for the memories. I love you, and protect the nest. Madam President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Randall, parents and friends, Foster High School is proud to announce the following honor graduates from the class of 2021. The honor students will be called in alphabetical order, not rank order. Honor graduates, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Parents of the honor graduates, please stand also. Please hold your applause to the end. Sarah Alami, graduate of Muhammad Alami and Lena Latouf. Zachary Anderson, graduate of Steve and Tammy Anderson. Sydney Baumgardner, graduate of Scott and Angela Baumgardner. Lorelei Bogue, graduate of Liam and Stephanie Bogue. Gabriel Borsis, graduate of Ariel and Emmy Borsis. Caitlin Brown, graduate of Jennifer Brown and Jeff Brown. Sarah Chu, graduate of Sing and Lucy Chu. Razil Cisneros, graduate of Jose and Michelle Cisneros. Jesse Diaro, graduate of Adesagi and Stella Diaro. Paige Davis, graduate of Melissa and Brandon Davis. Chrisana DeShazo, graduate of Sandy Mercer and Mark DeShazo. Gabriella Espinoza, graduate of Moises and Rocio Espinoza. Sydney Fisk, graduate of Levi and Jenny Fisk. Natalie Helms, graduate of Chris and Jolie Helms. Timmy Hong, graduate of Tom and Tway Hong. Mitchell Emery, graduate of Joe and Leanne Emery. Ethan Kantak, graduate of Jason and Kristen Kantak. Katrina Kearns, graduate of Constance Kearns and John Kearns. Katie Kiddo, graduate of Rob and Sharon Kiddo. Caden Krause, graduate of Carlos and Melinda Krause. Adafaluke Kufariji, graduate of John Kufariji and Georgina Kufariji. Kelly Leete, graduate of Stephen and Alicia Leete. Andre Lamido, graduate of Richard and Anne-Marie Lamido. Armani Marcel Shuleman, graduate of Marshall and Aisha Suleiman. Yamila Melavia, graduate of Magnolia Via. Ryan Miller, graduate of Becky Miller. Chloe Mills, graduate of Jason and Julaine Mills. Balea Omanga, graduate of Herzon and Mercelin Omanga. Newman Osagi, graduate of Abdul Osagi and Edna Akumu. Mackenzie Palmer, graduate of Jason and Pam Palmer. Zachary Palmore, graduate of Kathy and Tim Palmore. Eddie Peffley, graduate of Nick and Nicole Peffley. Axel Perez, graduate of Felix and Maria Arceau Perez. Lex Pham, graduate of Lynn Pham and Bicknell Wynn. Preston Pham, graduate of Lawrence and Tiffany Liu. Elias Roman, graduate of Jeff and Grace Roman. Corbin Roy, graduate of Carl and Kim Roy. Youssef Sheikh, graduate of Chan Muhammad and Shahnaz Muhammad. Marin Steffen, graduate of Jesse and Holly Steffen. Timothy Tapley, graduate of Todd and Amy Tapley. Caden Thurman, graduate of David and Kimberly Thurman. Emily Torres, graduate of Jose and Aaron Torres. Christina Tran, graduate of Ton and Tao Tran. Bryn Tremaine, graduate of Dr. Brian and Pauline Tremaine. Austin Tudis, graduate of Chris and Melissa Tudis. And Emmy Vu, graduate of Chung Vu and Tway Win. Our salutatorian is Rahman Kandakar, graduate of Kandakar Rahman and Kumkum Rahman, and our valedictorian is Brian Wu, graduate of Mike and Christina Rue. Give them a round of applause. Please be seated. Madam President, member of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Randall, Superintendent of Schools, I certify that the seniors present have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Lamar Consolidated Independent School District and are eligible to receive their high school diploma or have met the attendance requirements under Senate Bill 673 and are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance. Thomas Avenger and Casey Willoughby will now continue the presentation of the graduates.
Test. Samuel Olenrewaju Afuwowi. Sarah Alami. Amanda Claire Allen. Zaquan Tavon Allen. Sama Elisa Almazon. Rain Lee Outhouse. Claudia Alvarado. Elizabeth Grace Amaker. Diana Nafez Amira. Philip Jeremiah Amy II. Zachary Stephen Anderson. Javier Atunez Jr. Nadare Araste. Jacob David Ardoin. Janice Monet Arnold. Enrique Miguel Arredondo. Molly Golia Ashcraft. Chloe Savannah Bailey. Colin Gabriel Ballard. Ivan Balinas. Christian Barrera Moreno. Braden Anthony Barte. Eros John Bass Bawa. Sydney Ann Baumgardner. Jareth Baza Guzman. Kelly Ryan Becker. Adesawa Kayla Benjamin. Chloe Mignon Bergeron. Brett Manuel Bermudez. Nihal Bilal. Ladarius Thomas Blackburn. Audrey Michelle Blaha. Alicia Ronelle Blanton. Amara Norel Blanton. Lorelei Bogue. Gabriel Frenson Atkuban Borses. Camden Elise Borhani. Seth Brantley Bowers. Marcus Lee Brajuel. Brianna Alexander Broussard. Cody Lyle Brower. Caitlin Miranda Brown. Naomi Asia Brown. Aiden Ramon Edward Bryant. Dalen Leon Bryant. Sydney Steele Bunce. Jacob Paul Burdett. Tyler James Burt. Jacob John Bush. Liam Keith Butcher. Israel Zion Calderon. Luke Christian Capel. Lexington DeCarlos Carruthers. Clayton Joel Carrizales. Riley Bevan Carroll. Melanie Serpa. Frank Anthony Cervantes. Catherine Stephanie Cervantes Martinez. DeAndre Juan Chandler. Neelan Michael Chidiak. Ijoma Princess Chidoze. Chelsea Neka Chinwoku. Samin Ishrak Chowdhury. Sarah Mei-Ting Chu. Charles Chike Chukwuoka Jr. Raziel Arturo Cisneros. Collins Catherine Clark. Meredith Sinclair Clark. Taylor Marie Clark. Chase Ryan Cloud. Charity Nicole Cobbs. Marlon Charles Colbert Jr. Elena Jade Collins. Aurelio Seb Compion Jr. Cameron Dwight Cooper. Austin Ryan Couch. Austin Bawan Coden. Anastasia Lee Creary. Karina Cruz. Sebastian Cuellar. Caden Carlos Cunningham. Daniel Dwight DaCosta. Jesse Arabola Dairo. Kaylee Ka Dam. Zachary Allen Daniels. Jaslyn Brasha Davis. Jarek Cortez Davis. Paige Noel Clark Davis. Diego Salvador de Leon. Joanne Gail Janang Del Monte. Kayleen Del Pilar Cortez. Nathaniel Cameron Demophilis. Asia Marie Dequiant. Chrisana Juliette Deshazo. Asia Traylon DeVille. Daniela Janelle Diaz. Alana Charisse Dickerson. Jenna Marie Dimmick. Braden Anthony Duthard. Christopher Alexander Duncan. Taya Monet Teresa Edwards. Deja Nicole Ellerby. Aiden Charles Elmusa. Cindy Breon Elwood. Henry Jerome Engel IV. Gabriela Sofia Espinoza. Augustine Galdino Esquivel III. Udoka Chigozi Eziani. Josephine Oluwashamilore Fulod. Jordan Rio Faltine. Avion Janaya May Faro Boyer. Raven Dwayne Fathery II. Alexa Marie Feliciano. Cole Parker Ferguson. Sydney Lee Fisk. Jaden Warren Floyd. Tyler Thomas Francis. Anthony Michael Frocage. Daniel James Gaber. Anna Stephanie Garcia. Jacob Samuel Garcia. Janae Jayla Lexia Garcia. Eric Garza. Jason Coy Garza. Jonathan Lee Garza. Doreen Hamza Goziawi. Ira James Goebel. Hope Prissy Gomez. Cameron Michelle Gonzalez. Gabriel Anthony Gonzalez. Eric Anthony Gonzalez. Jalen Alexander Greenleaf. Colin Alexander Nicholas Griggs. Martin Solomon Gutierrez. Arden Jean-Quain Denfield Hallpike. Derek Alexander Hammer. Zuhair Hawk. Tanner Joseph Theodore Harmoning. Ziria Malika Harris. Hannah Nicole Harrison. Tucker J. Hawthorne. Lauren Ashley Hawthorne. Natalie Elaine Helms. Madeline Ann Jimenez. Michael Andrew Henderson. Samantha Marie Hendry. Ashlyn Julia Henningsen. Bethany Marie Henningsen. Madison Victoria Henningsen. Maya Sine Henry. Jonathan Emmanuel Hernandez. Thomas Bruce Hernandez. Xavier Hernandez. Jessica Alexis Hernandez Torres. Viviana Annalise Herrera. Janie Breck Herring. Ainsley Diane Hines. Timmy Din Huang. Ansaish Villarreal Holfelina. Aiden James Rennick. Madison Paige Huckman. Lindsay Aline Hull. Valerie Ibarra. Triumph Ayabatambara Igodo. Mitchell Banyan Emery. Cameron Leonard Ingram. Cody O'Neill Jackson. Darius Scott Jackson. Mashaya Antonique Jackson. Michael Deshaun Jackson Jr. Dylan Allen Yanovich. Jordan Christian Johnson. Sean McAndrew Jones. Taylor K. Kalmus. Ethan Walker Kantak. Ethan Nathaniel Capps. Katrina Shanae Kearns. Jackson Dell Kennedy. Tatiana LaKenya Kemp. Amaria Kaylin Kendrick. Raman Habibur Kundakar. Attila Kindley. Katie Nicole Kiddo. Caden Riley Kraus. Adefaluke Emanuela Kaforji. Reed Thomas Kaiser. Caitlin T. Lamb. Richard Arthur Lamoth II. Fatima Adedoyan Lawal. Mackenzie Nicole Lehman. Lisette Nicole Lewano. Jeffrey Ryan Baptiste Lebeau. Joshua Ryan LeBlanc. Kelly Nicole Leedy. Zachary Nicholas Lemon. Gerald Lance Limos. Mario Anthony Lerma III. Avery Wayne Leverett. Sanai Mani Lewis. Matthew Thomas Liu. Andre Liana Lalemido. Christopher Edward Lloyd. Lesa Daniela Lobo Turan. Carmen Sarah Lopez. Liliana Abigail Lopez. Eli Marcelino Losoya. Landry Lee Laux. J.Z. Mantilla. Isabella Josephine Marin. Rachel Marie Mark. Daniela Marquez. Meadow Marley Marquez. Armani Moyasolulua Marshall Sulaiman. Joseph Anthony Martin. Sean Alexander Martin. Alejandro Martinez. Esther Martinez. Memphis Anthony Martinez. Owen Scott Mathers. David Jesus Mayen. Jaden Dion McCardell. Bryce Jordan McDade. Maya Elizabeth McDowell. Noah Kemp McGraw. Zoe Ann Alexia McKee. Emily Madrano. Cassidy Faith Mello. Yamila Victoria Mello Villa. Juan Lorenzo Mendoza. Francesca Daniela Menendez Castillo.
Abdullah Laith Mirza. Antonio Miguel Mesa. Aviana Jashay Miller. Carter Charles Miller. Thank you. Ella Rose Miller. Madeline Mary Miller. Ryan Austin Miller. Damian Jalik Milton Jr. Austin Brian Mitchell. Katrina Bianca Santana Molina. Jonathan Baker Moore. Mason Lucky Moore. Patrick Turk Moore. Riley Sue Moore. Victor Kared Mora. Abriana Elise Morales. Andres Daniel Morales Para. Jordan Elizabeth Morel. Jacob Landon Mucius. Alexa Danielle Munoz. Kadarius Keyshawn Nelson. Ethan Dwayne Newton. Philippe Emery Magloire Ngeme. David Wynn. Calissa Dawn Niles. Tyler John Nordberg. Jamal Saidi Nusura. Alexis Kalechi Obialo. Kai Joseph O'Donnell. Caroline Marie O'Driscoll. Seth Matthew Palaganas Auge. Ikachukwu Chinoye Ogachukwu Okafor. Adeolu Oluwole Olubunmi Okeowo. Tobena Ron Parker Okpara. Anuolu Watufunmi Oluwagbebemi Okofua. Gabriel Jacob Olivares. Valerie Lisette Olvera. Bilia Kimuma Amanga. Harvey Christian Dikamale Ona. Christopher Chibuzor Onoye Buchi. Tyler Ogechukwu Oneyeden. DeMarco Anthony Ortiz. Susanna Ortiz. Newman Omobome Osagi. Iniayu Modepeolaloa Jemima Oshalaja. Ben Chibuki Osueke. Clinton Aimomuasa Oviawe. Ibrahim Oyarekhua. Foleyemi Olatala Oyelele. David Inohemin Oziegbe. Mackenzie Marie Palmer. Zachary Edward Palmore. Brinley Laura Peluso. Viviana Soledad Parada. Zion Karen Parker. Kayla Ann Patrick. Edie McIntosh Pepley. Teresa Lynn Pina. Priscilla Perales. Aaliyah L'Oreal Perez. Auxil Angeline Perez. Cesar Amor Perez. Jade Ariana Perez. Kayla Janelle Petter. Lex Van Pham. Preston Knock Pham. Erica Nicole Platas. An Min Dawn Fan. Oswaldo Ponce. Blake Durham Prentice. Mariah Idara Price. Anthony Earl Prowell II. Bella Sarah Quaid. Jolson Daviega Quique. Geraldine Ramirez. Colton Jackson Rankin. I know you're gonna give it to me. Caden Jace Redmond. Larissa Gabriela Reyes. Luis Enrique Reyes. Stephanie Alexandra Reyes. David Rincon Cruz. Jesusa Jasmine Rios. Mia Bella Rios. Kelly Samantha Rivas. Aaliyah Rivera. Freddie Rivera. Ricky Rivera. Ann Shroglani. Tyler Vanderbilt Rodney. Genesis Rodriguez. Jaime Gian Rodriguez II. Elias Anthony Roman. Mirabella Zofia Rosales. Corbin Adam Roy. Seth Elliott Rubin. Jacqueline Rose Salazar. John Aaron Salazar. Ruby Ann Salazar. Philip DeMarco Samaniego. Samantha Elizabeth Santibanes. Emma Lynn Santos. Roderick James Savage II. Christopher Ryan Schroeder. Lauren Elise Schubert. Jackson Tyler Schwank. Joseph Eli Joaquim Sergio. Youssef Shandabasha Shaikh. Devin Edward Sherrod. Kobe Jerron Shirley. Ariana Kibron Singleton. Xavier Keyshawn Smallwood. Kylie Corin Smink. Hayden Matthew Smith. Ryan Alexander Smith. Tyler Ellie Smith. Sophia Lorraine Sully. Madison Sierra Soto. Kimberly Yema Spencer. Kylie Christine Stamper. Connor Reed Steenbergen. Marin Avril Steffen. Corgan Matthew Stewart. Vanessa Suastes. Kaylee Marie Swales. James Ryan Talley. Timothy James Tapley. Ashley Marie Taylor. Adam Robert Tekmansky. Marion Denise Venezuela Temporal. Corey Nicholas Tompkins. Courtney Nicole Tompkins. Caden Neil Thurmond. Cole Mason Tipton. Maya Nicole Tipton. Christian Allen Tomasino. Brianna Elizabeth Torres. Kyle Andrew Taysom. Keanu Torres. Andrew Kiet Tran. Camden Tay Tran. Christina Twee Tram. Jenny Tan Tran. Kendrick Hui Tran. Bryn Kalea Abadejos Tremaine. Layla Marie Trujillo. Kennedy Elise Turner. Austin Christopher Tutas. Justice Ugo Ugochukwu. Chelsea Christine Uka. Armando Jose Urbina. Wilson Onyekachi Uzodinma. Jasmine Simone Valdez. Jose Guadalupe Valdez. Maria Valentina Valero Turan. Kevin Valone. Dominic James Vargas. Juan Diego Vasquez. Leonardo Angel Vasquez. Alondra Marie Vasquez Lopez. Nathaniel Everton Veitch. Cosme Eleazar Velasquez. Jessica Ventura. Samantha Elizabeth Vesey. Emmanuel Villafranca. Sean Thomas Cruz Villanueva. Kimberly Reyes Viveros. David Van Vo. Stephen Lynn Vo. Nathaniel James Voss. Emmy Vu. Ryan Sierra Walker. Erica Elizabeth Ipigibieri Warren. Madison Ivor Werner. Alexis Faith West. Sheridan Alyssa Whiteley. Reagan Gail Wickman. Autumn Mackenzie Williams. Jacoby Mavier Williams. Tyreek Rashad Williams. Lorelei Wills. Toby Tyler Wills. Brock Skylar Wilson. Christopher Michael Wilson. Tamar DeAndre Wisner Jr. Atlee Blake Wright. Selena Dolores Wright. Brian Wu. Isis Jadore Wyckoff. Kaya Monet Wynn. Bryce Kennan Wynn. Alessandra Montserrat Everino. Ajalal Zidi. Angelo Giuseppe Zena. Tariq Ali Belogan. Ivan Elijah Zamora. Eli Jacob Zepeda. Gerardo Zuniga.
Here, just take this. Oh, it's on. We would like to remind family members and friends that at the end of the ceremony, the graduates will exit out of the northeast and northwest entrances on the home side of the stadium. No one is permitted onto the field. We ask that you meet your graduates and proceed to your vehicles. Once again, we would like to remind family members and friends that at the end of the ceremony, the graduates will exit out of the northeast and northwest entrances on the home side of the stadium. No one is permitted onto the field. We ask that you meet your graduate and proceed to your vehicles. photographer could keep up with us.
We need to hire another photographer.
He couldn't keep up with us. Yeah. Just get in the zone. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Everyone's trying to get out of here. Yeah, the kid that came up to me and told you his name. He was one of my B's. He just told you his simplified name. He was surprised by how he spelled my dad. So I was like wondering, I was like, shit, this is good. You got it?
Yeah, I have no idea what he said anyway. I just tried to repeat it phonetically quick because it was like in and I forgot it. Like that quick.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, you know, it's weird because like,
As always, I love you guys.
You too, boss. That's why we do this. Yes, sir. Someone else comes in here, we're not doing it for them.
No one's going anywhere. I got a 13-year-old. I was just told him I loved you.
it's okay. That's no, not that one. It's that one.
Everyone stand. Seniors, move your tassels from the right to the left to signify your graduation from Foster High School. Congratulations, and please join us in singing the alma mater.